anything, is it? Why is it so lively in here?
Prepare a few more strings of colored flags. As for the celebratory wine, I'll do the quality check in person. This is our first award ceremony since the Expeditionary Force's triumphant return. We're looking to put on a show, you hear?
Leave it to us, Captain Kaya.
Oh? The Honorary Knight and Paimon. Well, this saves me the trouble of sending someone to invite you. I'm sure our colleagues from the expedition will be delighted to see such prestigious guests in attendance.
The knights are giving out awards?
Well, I'm sure you know how many knights bear unique titles, yes? Take the Grand Masters Boreas or Captain Eula's Spindrift, for example. Some they inherit. Others have unique origins. But in the vast majority of cases, they are titles conferred to honor said knight's conduct and achievements. You could say that. Shame we were so busy with the issue of Dvalin's corruption back then, or we'd have held a ceremony for you too. Let me think. Why don't we make it up to you this time?
Besides, isn't the ceremony meant for the knights who are back from the expedition in triumph? We wouldn't want to steal their thunder. Plus, being honored guests is way more impressive than actually receiving a title. You know, makes us sound like big shots.
Is that so? In that case, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ceremony.
By the way, who's getting titles this time around?
Mostly those who've made outstanding contributions during the expedition. Winfried, Leifhelm, and Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company.
Wait, Ham? You mean he doesn't have one yet?
If it were just a question of personal ability, he'd have received a title before the expedition even started. But he hasn't been with us for very long, and, well, let's just say there are personal reasons for the delay. Word is that he'll not only gain a title, but also official command over 5th Company. Why, by my count, he's even set to break a certain someone's record. The youngest captain of the Knights of Favonius, of course. The previous record holder was our former cavalry captain, Diluc. I wonder what face our former captain will make when that happens. I wouldn't be so sure. He smiled oh so brilliantly the day he set that record.
A smiling champion of justice, huh? Yeah, nah, Paimon can't see it.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Care to guess what title our dear Vice Captain Lowen will receive?
Gotcha! Easy! So, Lowen... Dagger Knight? Smirking Knight! Right! Punching Bag Knight! Nuh-uh! This guy's just hard to sum up! Anyway, what's his title gonna be?
I'd say most signs right now point to the Benevolent Knight.
Benevolent? How's that even slightly associated with him?
Long story. Alas, it seems someone has come looking for you.
Honorary Knight! Honorary Knight! Thank goodness you're actually here! The Grand Master would like you to come to the Knights of Favonius headquarters. He says he has important matters to discuss.
Varka? What important business would he have with us? Paimon can't say she'd be surprised. But it's not like he's never serious, so maybe something really has come up.
See you later. Remember to attend the ceremony.
Any questions about the award ceremony arrangements? Perhaps... are you even listening?
Okay, no objections.
Lowen,
Oh, yeah, can I go now? Yeah, thanks a lot, Grandmaster.
Hey, get back here! What is it with you young people these days? When I first earned my title, I was so excited I couldn't sleep a wink all night.
Huh? Oh? And how many barrels of wine did you guzzle while counting sheep?
That's not the point. Forget it. I know you're not interested in a knightly title, or the position of captain. But it's Adorno's final wish to have you inherit the title of Benevolent Knight before he officially retires. You've been back in Moндштадт for a while now, and you're usually stationed at Dornman Port. Have you not thought about going to see him?
Hey, there have been too many reports to file since our return from the expedition. I haven't been able to find the time.
Oh. Odd that the handwriting on the reports you've submitted looks rather like Gunther's, wouldn't you say?
Ugh, can't even handle a little paperwork. He still needs more training.
Anyway, go have a good talk with Adorno. We'd like a smooth transition for both the title and the position of captain. Consider this a direct order from yours truly, the Grand Master, so don't go using work as an excuse, you hear? Don't look so worried. I have a rough idea of the agreement you two made before the expedition. If you need someone to cover for you, I mean, considering Adorno's special circumstances, I can make an exception and go with you.
Forget it. You two have worked together for so long, he'd see right through you with a glance.
True. And besides, I've got other matters to attend to. Is there anyone else you can take? Someone convincing, but not too close to Adorno. Do we have such a knight here in Moндштадт?
That knight you speak of has just arrived. I was troubled, I tell you, but then I just happened to see you two walking by from the window. This must be the Animo Archon's guidance, don't you think?
Not at all. Paimon's not sure what's going on yet, but you just want us to help you scam someone, don't you?
Oh, no, not at all. Honesty is a knight's badge of virtue. I'd just like you to play the part of my friends. And corroborate some of the expedition's events while you're at it. Relax. If I say a single lie, feel free to punch me, all right?
Wait, there's a ton of problems with that. We didn't even meet up with Varka until the very end of the expedition. And we didn't run into you and not cry either.
All right, speaking of friends, I've heard tell of a certain friendly custom. The friendship fee. Here, I insist.
That's a lot of friendship.
I receive an allowance for special missions. Guess it all piled up before I knew it. I don't really have any use for so much money, so why not give it to a friend?
You know, we could always do with another friend, don't you think? Problems are meant to be solved. For the sake of friends.
Adorno the Benevolent Knight, Captain of the 5th Company, and my direct superior.
Benevolent Knight? Wasn't that...
The knightly title I'm about to inherit? It seems that's the rumor, but in truth, he and I made a pact. In return for recommending me for the expedition, he hoped I, in turn, would reflect on what it truly means to be a virtuous knight while I was away. Once it was all over, I'd then inherit the title Benevolent Knight from him, as well as the position of captain.
Wait, does that mean you aren't confident you can get his approval, and that's why you want us to go along with your little show?
Don't get me wrong, I have no interest in titles or positions. I'd just rather not listen to his nagging. Oh, he'd have loved to. He's a real veteran of Varka's campaigns. Wouldn't have missed that show for the world. If age and strength were still on his side. But I imagine it is now his final wish to find the benevolent title a home.
Is that so? Then we'll
I knew that would do the trick. Off we go then, to Dorman Port.
Hey! How much of what you just said was true, huh? You sure you're not out to scam this Adorno guy?
The situation in Sumeru is as described above. It is time to eliminate the remaining poison Dottore has left in Mondstadt. Eric, Ursa. It's been a while since I last heard those names. I can feel a headache coming on.
Hey, old man. Still kicking, I see.
Huh. Didn't buy the farm during the expedition? Thought you might have fallen into some pit somewhere, what with how long it's taken you to come see me.
You worry too much. When it comes to pits, I've been the one doing all the digging and burying.
Who are these two?
My friend, the honorary knight, and her guide, Paimon.
Honorary Knight. The same one that resolved the Storm Terror incident.
Oh, she didn't just resolve that incident. She helped us complete the expedition. The Wild Hunt, the Doctor, Andreas. She played a part in dealing with all of them.
Oh? I've quizzed the knights at Dorman Port about what happened during the expedition. Unfortunately, for some reason, none of them were willing to tell me the whole story. It's almost as if someone told them to avoid me.
Lowen, is it your doing?
Since we've got a moment, let's have a proper chat. How did this magnificent knight here end up making friends with you?
I suppose it's because we both possess a chivalric spirit that shines as bright as Mora. Isn't that right, Paimon?
Yeah, just like Mora.
I've been keeping my promise to you, you know. For instance, I've been organizing group training sessions with my fellow knights every week to build ironclad trust between friends.
Oh, right. The team building I told you about. Great way to foster trust and chemistry.
As for this week's training plan...
Oh, my stomach! My stomach! What sorcery is this, huh? What do you mean there are no bullets in your gun? Surely the vice captain can't take us all out if we swarm him at once. Come on! Let's get him!
Real combat's 10 times harder than training, and the enemy's 100 times more cunning than I am. Remember this well. Once you're on the battlefield, the only one you can truly trust is yourself. And so, to ensure the absolute safety of my friends, I went out every night, eliminating potential threats around our stronghold.
Vigilance and reconnaissance are indeed things a company captain needs to pay attention to.
Vigilance, reconnaissance, it's so much trouble. And for what? Enemies who disappear quietly won't disturb anyone's sleep. No fairy tale ending for you. Shh. Nighty night.
You heard. There's a strange guy wandering around these parts.
I heard. We've lost lots of comrades at his hands.
Where'd he even come from anyway? He must have a death wish messing with the Oprishniki.
Like lambs to the slaughter. Oh, there. Much quieter.
Haven't you smoked that little...
Struggle all you want. Enough messing about. Time to wrap this up.
Those meddling knights. Will they ever stop getting in our way?
People who can't stop yapping about justice really...
No fairy tale ending for you. Just ensuring my friends get a good night's rest. All in a day's work, you know? Of course, in order to gather intel for the expeditionary force, I also needed to maintain my connections at all times and communicate earnestly with my friends.
I didn't expect you to have matured so much from one trip.
Come, let me sprinkle some more salt on the cut. Perhaps another dash of pepper. A sprinkling of spices to finish things off. Now this is how you grill meat. Here, would you like some? I mean, you've had nothing for nearly 3 days. Or would you like to try something else? Oh. May I take this to mean that we have an agreement? You'll cooperate? Lovely! That makes us friends from now on. And you know how it is between friends. No betrayals. You understand? So you two, I didn't lie, did I? And that's the story, old man. Now pass on that benevolent knight title thing and get some well-deserved rest, all right?
Hey now, we aren't finished talking yet, are we? Word is that you faced a truly formidable foe while in Nodcry. Someone called the Rehir of Solnari, I believe.
Whoa, really? Why haven't we heard you and Varka talk about that?
There's nothing to tell. I was with the Grand Master when we ambushed Rerir, but not only was I useless, I even ended up acting as a punching bag. That left me laid up in camp for several days. By the time I could finally get out of bed, I heard the news that you had all joined forces to banish him.
Oh, so that's why Paimon didn't see you when we were duking it out with Rerir. It's not like you to miss a fight. Oh, sorry.
No need to apologize. You're right. I wasn't strong enough. I was slow, weak,
Powerless. Mortal.
Lоэн! Hey, you! Take him and fall back!
Yeah, in the end, we had to use his power against him just to banish him. So, don't worry about it too much.
But he was once a mere mortal too, wasn't he?
Well, I haven't seen this Rehir of Solnari with my own eyes, but I believe that strength alone does not a knight make. Anyway, I've got some important work to attend to. You and your friends can come along if you like, Lоэн.
Important work? Aren't you already semi-retired?
Ha! Just follow me and you'll see. Consider this required reading for any benevolent knight.
Ah! The benevolent knight is here! Grandpa Adorno! Hey now! No rushing, and no snatching. Easy now. Line up properly.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. They're just kids. A little excitement is a good thing. Here you go, today's candy.
Thanks, Grandpa. Ooh, this is great!
Is this the important work you spoke of?
Oh, we're just getting started, recruit. Try to keep up.
Understood, Captain. Oh. I should be the one asking you. How are you so skilled at this? I can barely imagine our honorary knight doing things like this all day long.
We don't spend every waking hour fighting bad guys who want to destroy the world, you know. Also, the world would be a way scarier place if that happened every day.
Daily routine, huh? I've been back in Moндштадт for a while now, but that thing hasn't been easy. Not long ago, camping in the wild and facing constant danger was our daily routine.
But you were still on the expedition then, right? Now you can finally relax.
Oh, you think so? Personally, I find it hard to feel at ease with any sort of daily routine. It was the Animo Archon who scattered the snowstorms that once swept Moндштадт, the Knights of Favonius who won the peace we now enjoy through conquest. A single, unexpected incident could bring it all crashing down. So, rather than waiting for someone to turn my daily routine on its head, I find it more reassuring to follow an extraordinary routine.
We knights are needed precisely because the world is so fragile.
Oh, are you done handing out the candy already?
Indeed. Looks like you're all wrapped up here as well. Thanks for exercising such patience. This next task should give you a chance to stretch your legs. We're going to patrol the surrounding area for monsters.
Monsters? What, are the knights short-handed? You haven't held a sword in years!
Hey now, my retirement isn't official yet. It's just a patrol. I'm still more than capable of handling myself. Things did get a bit tough a while back, but look at me now, eh? Might as well get going while I still got pep in my step.
Never one to sit still, were you? Fine. Where are we headed?
We've had strange monsters show up around the outskirts. No one's gotten hurt yet, but you can never be too careful. Usually I just patrol the area for any approaching monsters, but this time, I've got you for backup.
Yeah, forget about just patrolling. We can take them all on, no problem, right?
Sure, let's go.
Huh? That's weird. Paimon thought he'd be more excited. Well, why not? Paimon doesn't get him at all. Weird? No signs of anything unusual here. Are there really monsters nearby?
If you're looking for the ones that have been behaving strangely, I fear you're here too late. It seems someone beat the Knights of Favonius to the punch and took care of them already.
D-Luke? What are you doing here?
Long time no see, Mr. Adorno. You too, traveler. Paimon? Lowen?
Were the monsters here wiped out by a certain Dark Knight hero by any chance?
No. I'm not personally familiar with this Dark Knight hero you speak of. But based on the rumors I've heard, the traces left on this battlefield don't match his style. Now this looks more like someone obtained advance intel on the monsters and came to clean up. Not even a single scrap remains.
Oh? So it would appear you're here to investigate, Master D-Luke. That's odd. Why would the boss of the Dawn Winery be interested in monsters?
Dawn Winery's caravans pass through Dornman Port. The rumors left me ill at ease, so I decided to see for myself. As for the Knights of Favonius, are they still understaffed even with the expedition's return?
Ha. Strict as ever, I see. I took this patrol up myself. Gotta keep moving while I still can. I've been living this life for decades. Can't just sit idle, you know?
Thank you for your hard work, venerable benevolent knight.
Wait, what? Not even Varka gets that much respect from D-Luke.
I'd say that's Varka's problem.
Eric only got away with causing that uproar by taking advantage of the Grandmaster's absence. If he and the Alder Knight had been here, they never would have allowed Krepus's heroism in driving off the dragon to go unrecognized. And we old codgers back in Moндштадт wouldn't have been the only ones left to stand up for your father.
But they weren't there, were they? Let's cut the small talk. Since there are no clues here, I have no reason to stay. Goodbye, traveler, Paimon, and take care, benevolent knight.
Ursa. Eric. Even when gone, some foes leave wounds that won't easily heal.
Oh, need me to explain? Sure. Ursa was a wicked dragon who could really take a beating, and Eric was an inspector who could have really used one.
Allow me instead. Ursa the Drake was a dragon who first appeared in Moндштадт 1,000 years ago, bringing calamity with its immense might. After the Knights of Favonius were founded, our first Grand Master, Vanessa, sealed it away with the Animo Archon's help. After that, the dragon sank into slumber. However, just a decade ago, it appeared in Moндштадт once again. With the Grand Master away, its timing could not have been worse. Not only that, it would lie low when the Knights of Favonius mobilized to attack, only to suddenly re-emerge when they were resting.
Such perfect timing!
In the end, it was also perfect timing that the Fatui Harbinger who exterminated it just so happened to be passing through. That's right, your old friend, the Doctor. Or would it be more accurate to say one of his segments?
So, Ursa the Drake waking up. It was all part of some plot by that segment?
Not entirely. Even a Fatui Harbinger would have struggled to stir up such a storm in Moндштадт all by themselves. Indeed, there was one other person who, seduced by transcendent power, secretly colluded with the Doctor. He was the then Inspector of the Knights of Favonius, and the greatest traitor to the Knights in 100 years, Eric. When D-Luke had just come of age, Ursa attacked a trade caravan from the Dawn Winery. It should have been nothing more than a common raid, a tactic they commonly use to incite fear. But the swaggering dragon was driven back by a mere merchant, D-Luke's father, Krepus, who paid the ultimate price. News of this defeat did not favor Eric's plan to seize power through terror, so he suppressed the truth, claiming he was doing so to maintain the honor of the Knights. If only I had discovered a moment sooner that he and the Doctor were working hand in glove. Perhaps I could have stopped everything that followed.
That's not your burden to shoulder alone. Eric hid his true colors well. Up until the incident with Ursa. Even his victims had no idea who was responsible for their suffering. We needn't continue to live in the shadows of scum like that, old man.
You've got a point. We've got long lives ahead of us, after all. Let's get on with our next task, eh? This should lift your spirits a bit, I'm sure. We'll be assisting the 10th Company with their research.
It's as we thought. The magic Miss Alice left behind isn't so easily understood.
Hey, Sucrose! Huh? Is this?
Ah, Traveler. Are you here to assist with the development tests for the simulation training bubble Type 02?
Is that the magic bubble that can recreate memories? I was told not long after my return that I could use this to catch up with the various events, large and small, that transpired during our absence. But using this level of magic for, well, storytelling seems like a huge waste of resources.
You're not alone in thinking that. Our investigation team quickly recognized its broader potential for training simulations.
If we could recreate formidable enemies from Senior Knight's memories and incorporate them into realistic, safe training simulations, that could help raise the whole organization's combat prowess. However, we've been debugging the bubble for a while now, and we still haven't fully grasped its underlying principles. We're also struggling to balance realism with safety.
Safety? Doesn't sound like something Alice would give much thought to.
That's so. Sounds interesting. Let me give it a shot. You're not here to take part, are you, Pops?
Oh, not to worry. I know exactly how much strength these old bones have left in them. I'm just here to provide the memories inside my head.
Oh? Then who was the tester in your original plan?
Miss Sucrose, the test arrangements are... Lоэн.
Theodore.
Why are you...
Yeah, I just happened to come along with Adorno to test this simulation training bubble. I take it you're the scheduled tester?
Yes, that's right. And these are?
Let me introduce you. These two are the honorary knight and her guide, Paimon.
The honorary knight? I didn't expect someone so distinguished.
And this is Theodore, a trainee medic with the 8th Company. Like you, he's one of Lоэн's friends.
Lоэн? Friends?
Oh, no need to sound so surprised. I have plenty of friends. Don't I, Paimon?
Yeah. Paimon wonders how much this guy's friendship fee was.
Theodore, isn't rescue and medical care more your thing? How did you end up getting roped into testing?
I actually helped to construct this simulation, so I understand a few of its basic principles. Besides, I trained to become a knight too. And even if something happens, I should be able to patch myself up.
But you needn't force yourself to do this if Vice Captain Lоэн's willing to take over. We might get more practical test data from frontline knights too, so...
Yeah, I suppose Lоэн's the better pick.
Chin up, Theodore. If anything happens to Lоэн, we'll be counting on you to treat him.
All right.
I doubt there's a memory out there that can hurt me, but let's get started, old man.
Come on! Show me what passes for an elite foe in your mind.
Don't get cocky, kid. You're not the only one who's been out on expedition with the Grand Master.
Poke them, and they fall apart.
I meant rabbits more fearsome. This lock's putting me to sleep. They call this a secret source automaton? Fancy name for a chumped up boy.
No fluctuation in pain parameters. Should we switch to a more normal test subject?
No need. Let's continue the test.
Are you sure? I don't think my memories will yield anything worth fighting against at this point.
Don't we have a knight right here who's faced more terrifying foes? Come on, show me the Rapier of Solnari, as you remember him. I'm not so disheartened that I'd fear his memory. I just want to see if I'm still as powerless as he claimed.
Be careful!
Test commence!
Pathetic! It's all futile!
Did you make it much stronger?
Great! Well, pathetic! It's your turn to feel afraid! Move! Mortal! Say the word for yourself!
Bet you weren't ready for this. No fairy tale ending for she. Leave none stand.
The moonlight betrays you.
This memory. Are we losing control? Traveler, help me stabilize it.
Down!
Let's fight. Now's our chance.
Wake up! Lowen!
Mr. Adorno, are you...
I'm fine. Just threw my back out. Gotta take a break, that's all. But Lowen... wound up hurting yourself from trying to hold back that final blow, didn't you? Theodore, go get him checked over. Last thing we want is to miss a serious injury.
All right. Lowen, come with me.
Mr. Adorno, are you all right?
It's no big deal, just got old. Things stick with you once you're over the hill, waiting to be set off by the slightest exertion. Guess I'll have to ask Theodore for another prescription.
Is there something up with Lowen?
Could there be a problem with the magic? But if there were issues with the reproduced memories, the honorary knight should have noticed.
Are you saying the problem lies with Lowen himself? Did the battle with the Rapier of Solnari set him off again? Lowen's pursuit of power began long ago. The traitor, Eric, collaborated with the Doctor on forbidden experiments in his quest for greater power. Lowen nearly became one of their test subjects.
Experiments By the doctor?
Fortunately, the Knights tracked Eric's cronies down, uncovering their plots before they could act. They cut their experiments short and tried to transport their victims away. But we intercepted them in transit and rescued everyone. It's all right. It's over now.
I heard about that. That was the incident that saw you gain the title of Benevolent Knight, right? I'd never have guessed that Vice Captain Lоэн was involved.
I never deserved that title. We saved the kidnapped children, yes, but I failed to root Eric out. I couldn't find their experiment site, nor could I help Lоэн fully shake off the trauma of that incident. He's always believed he needs power to stay free from others' control. I'd hoped the expedition might change his perspective, but...
So that's what happened.
It's tough having to act the part of a friend with someone like him, huh?
Yeah. Wait.
I may be getting old, but my eyes haven't failed me yet. Ignoring his methods, the fact that he's found companions willing to play along with his little charade shows he's made at least some progress. Even if you're just acting, maybe learning from you will finally help him figure it out.
There's something I'm concerned about. Honorary Knight, would you mind taking a look at this? Strange. Mr. Adorno said that Lоэн's obsession may have caused the projection to spiral out of control. However, the simulation training bubble type O2's parameters were all normal. If anything, it was the power Vice Captain Lоэн released at that moment that appeared unusual.
So, you haven't seen anything like this before?
No. It's not the elemental energy we usually encounter. And it isn't the Void Realm energy that Mr. Albedo talks about either. Do you have any ideas what it might be, Honorary Knight?
So, you think there's something up with Lоэн? He's not messing about with something dangerous, is he?
That's not what I meant. I'm just reporting my findings. We shouldn't accuse our companions of anything untoward. Not without evidence.
You have a point. We've just run into this sort of thing way too many times. Can't be too careful.
Why did you come here today? We clearly agreed.
Farka's orders, not my decision.
Even so, that was way too careless of you. Using so much power. What if we're exposed?
Then we'll just have to accelerate our experiments before that happens.
That Lоэн, he just upped and left yesterday without saying a word. Let's check in with Adorno and see if he's there. Hey, Grandpa Adorno!
Oh, little Paimon and the Honorary Knight. Right as rain. I wasn't really injured yesterday. Theodore had a look at me, and frankly, I'm feeling better than ever. I've his treatment to thank for my continued vigor. Without his help, they'd probably have buried me years ago.
Theodore? You mean the apprentice medic from the 8th Company? He didn't look all that skilled to Paimon.
He once aspired to be a knight fighting on the front lines, but perhaps the physician's path suits him better. Anyway, enough about that for now. Did you guys come here looking for Lowen?
Yeah! He disappeared after trying the simulation training bubble yesterday. We can't find him anywhere.
Yeah, he left a note this morning. Said he wanted to apologize for what happened yesterday. He confessed that yesterday was all just an act, and that he couldn't stand this bone-dry daily routine. So, to make up for it,
I'll wipe out every last one of those annoying monsters.
That's how he apologizes? Huh. Totally his style.
Ordinary monsters pose no threat to him. What worries me is that something like what happened yesterday might happen again. If you could keep an eye on him, that would certainly put me at ease. It pains me to say it, but my sword-swinging days are over. If I went with you, I'd only get in the way. Guess I'll be handling today's routine work all by my lonesome.
Fearless. So many monsters. Huh? Wait, isn't that Diluc?
Guess you're the last one. You'd better put up a good fight. Who's there?
It ran away.
I never thought a winery owner would care so much about hunting monsters. Or could it be you're after something else?
And what about you? Are monsters all you aim to eradicate? Given how the previous scene was so clean that nothing was left behind.
Oh? First I've heard of it.
In that case, why don't we examine the monsters here? Perhaps we'll discover what it is about them that's attracting so much attention.
Forget it. I'll go after the one that got away. Investigations and the like aren't really my style. See you around, Diluc.
That's the gist of everything that happened before you arrived.
What's he trying to pull? Seriously! Forget punching bag night. It should be the needs a punch night. Yeah, Adorno talked about him yesterday. Sounded like they're kind of weird, but they haven't hurt anyone yet?
Which is partly down to someone secretly eliminating them. And partly down to them preferring to attack their own kind whenever hunger strikes. Yes. Eyewitness reports are scarce, so we can't be certain. But the monster remains here do show signs that they've been fighting each other. Forming packs, yet killing each other. It's not the behavior of naturally occurring monsters.
Huh? But if these monsters will attack each other, can't we just wait for them to wipe themselves out? Why be so vigilant?
Because such beasts bearing Ursa's flesh have appeared before. And not just once, either.
Vodka!
Well, this is a coincidence. Honorary Knight, Paimon, and you too, Diluc.
So, the Knights of Favonius are not entirely ignorant of this anomaly.
Yes. The tragedy Eric wrought cannot and will not be allowed to happen again.
Did you just say Ursa's flesh? Is this somehow related to that Eric guy?
In his pursuit of transcendent power, he once conspired with one of Dottores' segments to extract a serum containing the power of Ursa the Drake from the dragon's flesh. When the reckoning with the Knights came, he and his cohorts all injected themselves with that serum, causing us quite a bit of trouble. Their strength and bloodthirst increased in equal measure, and consumed by madness, they even attacked each other. Ironically, Eric ultimately failed to control that power. Not only did he turn his sword against his followers, but he went to his own demise in the process.
Ursa the Drake. What exactly is it? How could it have such terrifying power?
That's right.
Then why did they only seal it away? Was even the founding Grand Master unable to kill it?
No. It was spared because Ursa the Drake was once an angel.
What?
I've heard that long ago, the angelic race was faced with a difficult choice, and Ursa chose to preserve its power. Having lost its mind and retaining only power, this angel remained drawn to human settlements, not realizing that its proximity alone would destroy many.
Is that why Vanessa decided to seal it away back then?
Yes, but it was awakened by the Doctor's inducement, which was an oversight on the Knight's part. I won't deny that.
Rather than assigning blame for the past, we would be better served by rooting out the present threat. But Ursa's flesh and blood, why would it reappear within these monsters?
Eric was, admittedly, once a knight in whom we placed much of our hopes. As such, he knows our methods well. Before he met his end, he destroyed all records regarding his experiment site. To this day, we have yet to find any information to locate it. I suspect we have the segment to thank for that too. But Dotori's backup plans were dismantled by the Traveler in Sumeru, a fact you're no doubt aware of. We believe this means that the covert measures he took in Mondstadt have also ceased to work.
Ah, so those monsters, they all escaped from the experiment site?
I'm afraid it goes deeper than that. Someone has likely restarted the experiments.
You noticed it too, then, during the commotion yesterday.
So it's possible that Lоэн has been dabbling in forbidden experiments to gain extraordinary power.
He isn't bad enough to do something like that, is he?
Wealth, power, authority. Too many things can turn a good person into a villain. Ursa, Eric, neither of them were the bad guys you might imagine before they made their fateful choices.
But no matter Lоэн's intentions, it is my duty to pull him back from the edge before he goes too far.
So, what do we do now? Keep investigating in secret?
No need for that. That's why I'm here at Dornman Port. I'm going to find him and ask him directly.
Oh, slippery little rat. Pretty good at running away, aren't you? Now, where will you go from here?
Hey, Lоэн! Now's not the time to be cleaning up test subjects. The Knights are making their move. Lots of unfamiliar Knights showed up in Dornman Port today. Did yesterday's test expose us? Or did they capture an experiment subject? Could they have discovered?
It was only a matter of time. I'd say we were lucky to have lasted this long. Steadfast allies make redoubtable opponents, as they say.
What do we do now, then? Find a place to lie low?
That would make reaching our objective even harder. That you were able to come here freely means the Knights haven't verified their suspicions just yet. We have to go all in while we still have the chance. Do it now. Use me as a test subject.
Now? But those problems we were having before, we still haven't.
Why are you hesitating? I told you, we're not the same, you and I. I'm doing this for myself. Extraordinary power comes with extraordinary risks. I figured that out a long time ago.
But...
do it, now! Or have you forgotten your goal?
No, it's not working. Was the dosage too low? Or was the concentration too weak? Or maybe the perfect result was never attainable. Lowen, we've got to hide. We can gather more monsters for experiments later.
No, no. Hide? How much time do you think the Knights will give us, huh? We've always been gambling with a small window of opportunity. No, we'd only confirm their suspicions if we ran. That would make us targets no matter where we resurface. How would we get close to our target then?
Then, what should we do now?
We're going to break the target out tonight. Then, he can follow us down to hell. As expected, the Knights of Favonius are acting swiftly.
There's a crowd gathering up ahead. Something about this feels wrong.
That's... Adorno!
Ha! I finally found you. Keep a close eye on it now. Don't let it stray too far from you again, all right?
Thank you. Thank you, Grandpa Adorno.
And don't run off into the countryside alone looking for it again. I know you're worried about it, but Hannelor's worried about you, too. We'll keep this our secret this time, but don't let it happen again.
Okay, I understand. A monster!
A monster? How did it get here? Something about this one doesn't look right. Don't be afraid. I'm here with you. Now stand up and get out of here.
But...
Run back home. Don't you worry. Gramps here is a knight.
The knights who arrived later defeated the monster. Its power far exceeded what is normal. Adorno fought it tooth and nail to buy time until they arrived.
Adorno! Adorno!
It's fine. You know my condition. I wouldn't have made it this far without your help. Fighting one last time to save others sure makes me feel more like a knight than lying in bed ever did. I'm sorry to do this to you now. I know you worked hard on those treatments. Lowen, the title of Benevolent Knight and the 5th Company's captaincy. If you don't want them, just let them go. Be true to yourself. That's all that matters.
Lowen, come with me for a moment. The investigative team's analysis shows that the monster that attacked Adorno bears Ursa's mark. Do you still intend to remain silent now that things have got this far? This isn't an interrogation. You can remain silent if you wish, but I hope you'll choose to come clean.
I'll talk. I'll confess everything and accept whatever punishment awaits, but please give me one more night. Tomorrow I'll go to the Knights of Fafonius and explain everything. I swear it on my honor as a knight.
That's the first time I've heard you swear such an oath in all this time we've worked together.
I know it doesn't carry much weight.
Then let's use the Benevolent Knight's name to balance the scales. Please, keep your promise this time, Lowen.
sorry, Theodore. I'd intended to make Lowen captain and leave my title to you. I know how much you've yearned for that title since you were little.
It's not your fault, Mr. Adorno. I don't possess the talent that helped Owen pass the knight's exam so easily. Years of work. And I'm still stuck as a training medic. How could I ever inherit your title?
Medics, knights, we're all protecting people, aren't we? The way I see it, you earned that title every day.
No. In truth, I've done so much wrong. And what I'm about to do is worse still.
So you agreed to his request? Just like that?
What else should I have done? Ask him to submit a report for my approval? Please, spare us both. I know how much Adorno means to him, so I trust the weight of his vow.
There once was a man who made many promises to my father in the name of chivalry. Yet in the end, he betrayed their friendship. Warped obsessions and the passage of time can turn friends into foes as easily as the wind changes its course.
Quoting Crepus, are we? That really takes me back.
Did you guys all know each other back in the day?
Once, there were 3 spirited young men who imagined their futures together. One was a rich young master. He dreamed of becoming a knight, but ended up inheriting the family winery. Next came the hot-headed rule breaker, who ended up leading the Knights of Favonius. And the last one obtained neither the wealth he desired, nor the power he yearned for. Obsession was all that was left, piling up day after day into a towering spire.
Is that how Eric let the doctor worm his way in?
Eric made his own choices, no matter what was said to him. I understand his reasoning, but that doesn't mean I pity him. And it certainly doesn't mean I'll make the same mistakes again. I'm keeping a close eye on my subordinates this time.
Bad news!
Hey, haven't finished talking yet.
That voice! Did it come from where Adorno was just now?
Leedsburg, what's going on here?
Adorno's gone? Lowen and Theodore too?
I don't know. I was on patrol and I saw the door was wide open. I looked inside and everything was like this. Captain Adorno couldn't have gotten out of bed in his condition. Could someone have taken him away?
Grandmaster, it's an emergency. Vice Captain Lowen barreled straight through our patrols and headed for the outskirts.
That kid. Seriously.
Did he leave any sort of message?
Message? He looked like he was in a hurry. All he said was out of the way before rushing off. Well, of course. But you know how fast he is. I'm afraid we...
Track him as far as you can. Leave the rest to us. D-Luke, honorary knight, I'm counting on you to help me with this one. Is this as far as we were able to track him? Well, he's not known as the 5th Company's sharpest arrow for nothing. Gone in a flash.
If you want to praise him, save it for later. Don't we have any more clues?
The dew on this grass is cold. Probably the effects of elemental energy.
Oh-ho! You really are something, eh, honorary knight? Still, being spotted by witnesses and leaving traces, that's not the Lоэн I know.
Do you think he wants to be followed?
Whether he's in a rush to complete something, or stop something from happening, our task remains the same.
Yep, let's get going. We've got to get to the bottom of this.
These metal scraps and vessels. It's like leading the expedition through Snezhnaya again.
Your earlier conjecture appears correct. This place indeed looks like an experiment site, left behind by one of the Doctor's segments. No wonder the Knights of Favonius have failed to discover the entrance for so many years. It was most likely his handiwork.
And once the concealment faded, someone discovered this place before us, restarting the experiments on Ursa's flesh and blood.
You don't think it was...
What a pain. How many more test subjects do we need to catch? What are you looking at? Stay put, and don't cause any trouble.
The experiment results have been confirmed. The serum dosage still requires adjustment.
Sir, the new subjects are here. This brat's real vicious. Took a lot of work to quiet him down.
Interesting. I'll take a look myself. Rejoice! You shall soon surpass the common clay of this world. You shall cross into the realm of the extraordinary.
I told you, don't cause trouble.
Was that a projection formed using memory?
Seems like a trap laid to slow our advance.
A trap? Could it be Lоэн again?
Nah. That kid would have come up with something way more deadly. In any case, Lоэн isn't the only one who was captured by Eric and is familiar with this kind of magic.
You don't look like you're here to assist.
On the contrary, I believe ending this as soon as possible is the best way to help you.
In this? Is that what you're saying now? Back when the test subjects were escaping left, right, and center? Back when I was ready to give up? Who was it who said I should keep going? Did all the test subjects escape?
You shouldn't experiment on yourself so soon, Theodore. Did you think that discovering Eric's lab and taking control of Dottores' apparatus would be enough to help you restart their experiments? Look at you. You can barely lift a finger. Helpless to do anything but watch your test subjects flee.
Lоэн, are you here to stop me?
Quite the opposite. Who do you think kept those monsters from eating you?
You took care of them?
I also plan to deal with the ones that fled into the wild. If you ignore them, the Knights of Favonius will follow them right back to your doorstep.
Why are you helping me?
I know what you intend to do with the flesh and blood of Ursa the Drake. I've read the examination report you wrote for Adorno. Old and frail, a mass of old injuries. One day you won't wake up. No one will be surprised. Without extraordinary intervention, that is.
I hid it! Even Adorno himself didn't see it.
Don't be so shocked. We're companions, both rescued by the benevolent knight. Did you really think I wouldn't notice your changes?
Is that why you're willing to keep my secret?
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I sincerely hope Adorno can live a while longer. It'd save me from inheriting any unnecessary responsibilities. But what I'm more interested in is power. Aren't you concerned that your monster experiments have hit a bottleneck and that your own body can't bear Ursa's power? In that case, use me as your test subject.
Without you, we'd never have come this far. We're finding the serum, continuing the experiments, bringing Adorno here? Were these ideas not all yours, Lоэн?
That's right. And that's why I'm also prepared for failure.
Failure? We're so close. As long as you don't blow our cover, we've still got a shot. Lоэн, listen to me. The Ursa serum works. Adorno's improving. He can get out of bed on his own now. If it weren't for you, I don't think he would have lasted the week. But I can only add low concentration serum to Adorno's meals and medication for now. It won't cure the root cause.
Is that so? Oh, that's good to hear. The smoother your experiments go, the greater my hopes of mastering this power.
Do you think you could find the time to see him? He talks about you often.
I'll pass. I'd really rather not listen to his nagging. Besides, unnecessary contact only increases the risk of exposure. We're running out of time. The Knights of Favonius will notice something is wrong sooner or later, no matter how many tricks we pull. They'll only work for a time. How much longer until you have complete control?
Soon. Very soon. Thanks to your help, the serum's power has stabilized substantially. Though, I wouldn't call it a gentle concoction.
Don't go using it on the old man to save time.
Of course not. You're overthinking this. I know what I'm doing.
Uh-huh, so you say.
Everyone assumes they know what they're doing right up until trouble lands on their doorstep.
If that day ever comes, feel free to slap some sense into me.
Blow our cover. Do you think the Knights never suspected? Who do you think was delaying the investigation? How many times do I have to say this? We were gambling from the start. With our time, the Knights' time, and the time Adorno has left. If you lose a fight, you retreat. If you lose a bet, you accept it. Linger on the battlefield or at the gambling table, and we're bound to lose even more.
What do you want to do then? Stand by and watch him die?
Wake up already. In his present state, the serum would kill him. Would you prefer that?
I haven't given up yet. I completed the final refinements before you arrived. This is the refined high-concentration serum. So long as I use this, even you won't be able to stop me. You can refuse to cooperate. That's fine. It just brings me back to where I began. I'll finish this myself.
Relying on hazy childhood memories, Theodore was the first to find this place, restarting Eric's experiments to prolong Adorno's life. But at some point, the experiment failed, and the monsters escaped. Lоэн then discovered him and offered his assistance, allowing him to continue extracting serum from Ursa the Drake. That appears to be the full picture.
What do you intend to do with them?
I'll leave that headache to Jean and the others to deal with later. Let them decide the appropriate course to take. For now, I'm more concerned about the remains of Ursa's flesh, buried here beneath the ground.
According to the experimental logs, extracting high-concentration serum requires repeatedly stimulating Ursa's flesh to increase its activity.
There's an ominous feeling growing stronger by the second. Prepare for battle.
Why? I used the highest concentration possible.
You're weak. And you don't even have the self-awareness to realize it.
Self-awareness? What right do you have to talk to me about self-awareness? You lost control once before as well.
And that's how I know we can't go on. If the price for saving Adorno's life is his very self, then we won't be saving him, but the monster he'll become. Take a long, hard look in the mirror. Are you really the person he chose to inherit the benevolent name?
I won't accept this! I can't accept this!
When was the last time I embraced the two of you like this? In the blink of an eye. You've grown too big for hugs.
Adorno?
How did you?
I heard everything. You've been helping me cling on, haven't you? It's thanks to both of you I have this chance to hug you once again. Just like old times. All that's left to say is, it's all right. It's over now. Why the tears? It wouldn't do for the benevolent knight to check out by making kids cry now, would it? Promise me, you'll see me off with a smile.
I just don't want to watch you.
Isn't it enough that you're here by my side?
Adorno, Theodore!
This issue has been resolved, I take it?
Not entirely.
What was that sound?
I knew it. You had to stimulate Ursa's flesh beyond the high-risk threshold to extract the necessary serum. If its power is allowed to continue overflowing, all nearby life forms will be affected. Just like the plants here and those monsters we saw earlier. Why are you still trying to act tough? You can barely lift a finger right now, can you? I know that feeling. Hand it over, and then get out of the way and watch.
The key to the underground is in the lining of my coat. Please, destroy Ursa the Drake's flesh and its power.
Goodbye, Adorno.
Go. That power was never meant to linger in this world.
Past this point, that's where Eric and the doctor conducted their experiments on Ursa, isn't it?
Sure is. A madman seeking power and an angel who chose it. What a farce.
One that we're about to bring the curtain down on.
Ursa the Drake's residual power is not to be underestimated. Eyes on the prize, everyone. This will be a tough fight!
Oh! What was that noise over there?
Monsters. Captured for experiments long ago. They've survived until now thanks to the doctor's apparatus and Ursa's power. I added quite a few to their number myself. Looks like they're getting restless.
Are you sure your cages are sturdy? We could do without them complicating our fight with Ursa.
Well, if they were sturdy, I wouldn't have had to work so hard to clean up previous escapees. But don't worry, they won't disturb you. I guarantee it. The ambitions of old subordinates. Revenge for beloved family. Those are your grudges to settle, are they not? In much the same manner, you just leave the monsters I captured to me. Oh, one last thing. Vice Captain of the Knights of Favonius, 5th Company, requesting permission to attack.
Ha! Finally reporting in before you sortie, huh? Give him hell, Lоэн. And don't die. That's an order.
In that case, please dispose of Ursa at your earliest convenience.
Traveler, should we help him?
Oh, looks like that kid's friendship fee wasn't a complete waste after all, huh?
Can he handle them all?
Trust him just as he trusts us. After all, he's set to become the youngest captain since your appointment.
Eric, Revier, Dottore, and now Ursa. Guess I'm not destined to rise to such challenges. But ordinary people, we have our own battles to fight.
So go. Settle things with your obsessions. Once and for all!
Let's fight! Bet you weren't ready for this! Now's our chance! Leave none standing! Bet you weren't ready for this! Things seem pretty intense over there too, huh? That's a battle between legends and a drink for you. There's no time for distractions. Bet you weren't ready for this. Now's our chance.
With me! Charge! Your verdict is?
Now, be gone!
Wanna leave, do you? Can you hear Ursa's call? Or is it the serum you smell? Well, I'm afraid that just won't do. Behind me stand not only heroes who battle wicked dragons, but slow, fragile mortals too. So... come at me! Each and every one of you!
Their strength and bloodthirst increased in equal measure, and consumed by madness, they even attacked each other.
This is the refined high-concentration serum. So long as I use this.
Good! Come get your fill! Not one of you will get past me! I was just... bet you weren't ready for this! Like lambs to the slaughter! Bet you weren't ready for this! Let's fight!
Rejoice! You shall soon surpass the common clay of this world. You shall cross into the realm of the extraordinary.
Once, you believed you could control your fate by killing power.
Slow, weak, powerless, mortal.
Then, your paltry arrogance was smashed by power beyond reason.
Except that we should send our strongest warrior to fight Nodcry's battles.
You are special. That is the truth. One you once thought you had accepted.
What do you want to do then? Stand by and watch him die?
Yet you will not suffer a mundane death to befall you. You are not wrong, you never have been. Power is the sole solution to all things. It is how we grasp destiny by the throat. It is how we resist even death. You simply lack enough of it, not even close. Unless you accept this gift. Powers are neither good nor evil. Have you not always believed so? Calling up abysmal power, seeking aid from a coven of witches, leaning on divine favor. Is there any difference? Are mortals unworthy of power? Now then,
My strength. My guidance.
You're right. Power is just power. It's humanity's arrogance and stupidity that invite destruction.
Not so talkative now, hmm? You base mediocrity! You spurn my counsel!
What I desire, I'll take with my own two hands. If I accept your guidance, I wouldn't be the master of that power now. Would I? Be gone. I have no need for power I don't control! Are you trying to burst my eardrums? I was just taking a quick nap. That fight took a lot out of me, you know.
Huh. Never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
I didn't inject myself with it. Just used it to attract the monsters. Can't exactly deal with out-of-control monsters when I'm going berserk myself, can I? Plus, wouldn't want you finishing off Ursa just to turn around and have to deal with me. There's still a little in my system from previous experiments, though. That stuff gives you a real headache.
Ursa's flesh has been destroyed. There shouldn't be any further risk of activation.
I see. Totally obliterated, huh? What about Adorno and Theodore?
A reinforcement showed up. I had the Knights escort them back. As for Theodore's punishment, and yours, I'll look into it later. Stay with him until the very end, you hear?
Thank you, Grandmaster.
Do not stand by my grave and cry. My life I gave to wipe tears dry. Here rests the benevolent
Knight. This epitaph suits you, old man.
Who chews bubblegum while visiting a grave?
Hmm? Oh, you're to see Adorno too, are you? Hey, want some gum? You always like messing around with this stuff. Said it made the kids happy. Pretty sure he'd be glad to receive candy on the other side. I had nothing else to do during confinement, so I made candy to stave off the boredom.
Oh, no wonder we didn't see you at the award ceremony. You were in solitary confinement the whole time, huh?
That wasn't all. Our dear, reasonable acting Grandmaster Jean handed down 2 other punishments. The Knights have decided to rescind my commendation and not promote me to captain. The title of Benevolent Knight is to be buried with Adorno. The position of 5th Company Captain will also remain vacant, for the time being.
Is that really okay?
To quote Varka, look, Moндштадт did just fine for a long time with only an acting Grandmaster, right? And it's all the more so for the title of Benevolent Knight. I will not allow anyone unworthy to inherit it, even if the unworthy successor is me.
Paimon suddenly felt like that title suited you for a second. Must have been her imagination, eh?
You think so? I prefer a different title, really. The Ends Justify the Means Knight. The A Win is a Win Knight. The Punching Bag Knight. Sounds alright, too. That said, it seems this sinner will have to win a few more battles first before getting his next commendation. Of course. After all, someone once told me, acknowledging my limits is the first step towards transcending the mundane. I'll keep winning, no matter what it takes. Relax. Learning from our mistakes is part and parcel of getting stronger, no? Besides, I know why I pursue power. Forgetting what you wanted in the first place? That would be true defeat. Do I look like that kind of idiot to you? It's food for thought. Best to have someone on hand to help if something does go wrong. In that case, until I'm strong enough to shoulder everything on my own, don't grow old on me, all right?